Hello, I'm Davy Decock, so I will take the opportunity to present myself. I'm working on the mobility aspects for Belgium. So I'm going to talk now why we want to work on silent deliveries in Belgium, and in particular Brussels, Flanders and Wallonia, or three regions in Belgium. What we do, we are a food retailer, so we have a lot of supermarkets everywhere in Belgium. We have about 850 stores in Belgium and Luxembourg. And of course, our customer is our daily business. We have to have a very satisfied customer every day in our stores. We work from two national distribution centers close to Brussels. It's not all activities are done there, but about 80–85% of our activities in Delhaize and Delhaize. And we have, of course, a lot of investments there done there to improve our logistics for our activity. Sustainability is very important for our activities. We do it on a daily basis. It's very easy, or it's easier if you can work with your own supply chain, but of course it's not always easy, especially when we go to the last mile, because there we have a lot of drawbacks. This is also our daily business. It's the traffic jams. Every day we have a lot of problems with that because there's always a difference between the foreseen arrival hour and the real arrival hour in our supermarkets. By consequence, we have a lot of problems because, especially for our important big stores, we have several deliveries, sometimes 4 or 5 deliveries. And that's the real, what's happening in real life, that sometimes 5 vehicles are also coming at the same time. That means that also the productivity of our supplying deliveries is not good, of course. So we could change it ourselves, but we have to be, and we are conscious about the fact, of course, that we are not alone in our urban context, because we have a lot of other important stakeholders, our neighbors, our first customers, of course, but also our authorities have an important role to say something about it. If you ask us, it's about everything about more flexibility. To deliver earlier or later, it's a big advantage to realize our operations. But we can't do it only for us itself, because there's no support for the other stakeholders. Why is it interesting? Because, of course, if we have our deliveries earlier the day, or staff in the stores, they can put the deliveries in the store itself. So when the client is not in the store, you don't have hindrance of staff in our stores putting the goods in the store. It's also interesting for our logistic activities, because if we have more spread deliveries, we can also spread more our labor work in our distribution centers. So that's also, of course, a big, nice thing for us. And it has been said already sometimes in other presentations, but it's also important for some our drivers, because it's not always easy. We have to admit it's not always easy to do some operations for us. So they have to take maneuvers on our parkings. They have possible conflicts with clients coming to the stores having done their shopping. So it's possible, of course, to make everything more sustainable, and we can do a lot with investments in more silent deliveries. But on the other hand, it cannot be the attention that there's only the benefit for the society. It has also to be a benefit for the business itself. Why is it interesting? We can reduce accident risks, of course. You have conflicts on the parking, but you have also a lot of school around stores. So it's, for example, very interesting to avoid this kind of conflicts. Of course, one of the main issues is the fact that we are located in urban context. A lot of neighbors or first customers, but they also have hindrance. So we have to find a solution to limit noise hindrance as much as possible. We don't need it everywhere, but it has to be the goal of our experience to have a lot of improvements for our neighbors, because they are, of course, also our first customers. We are working in Brussels with CNG trucks, so our distribution center is not located very far, so it's already interesting because we don't have a big distance to cover. And of course, it's very interesting to limit noise emissions, but also other pollutant emissions. These are some pictures of the changes in the trailer, always to lower the impact of noise impacts, of course. The third aspect is a very important one, and it's also a very costly one, is the infrastructure aspects. So the cost to make covered areas is very interesting, but it can also be the possibility, for example, if it's no covering of the loading and unloading activities, to make some small investments, like putting some coatings on the freight elevators. We have to also adapt our transpalettes. There are specially adapted transpalettes, again to lower the noise hindrance. So this is all very nice, of course, and it has some cost to realize. The fourth pillar of that silent program is the driver, of course. Education is the main, or maybe even the most important aspect of the whole story, because you can invest a lot in technology, but if you have bad drivers, they don't take the responsibility to lower their impact. It's a problem, of course. So to find a solution for that, we can have two possible situations. So of course we have some advantage for ourselves, that could be clear. But we need also the other stakeholders to have a solution for that. The goal should be the balance. And if we can cooperate together with the other stakeholders, we can make progress. If we don't cooperate, it would be the same situation as today. Sorry for my cheating.